Hello beautiful people, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making no yeast milk and egg puff puff. Very easy to make, tastes good, and with a few ingredients you are going to put this together in no time. Let's get into it. To your mixing bowl, add 3 cups of self-raising flour and make a well in the center. After that you are going to add a little milk and also 1 room temperature egg and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then you are going to go with your wooden spatula or your spoon and mix the middle very well until it's combined. Then begin to combine it either with your hands or with your spoon. You are going to add your liquids little by little until you achieve the perfect consistency for this recipe. So I added some milk and then went in with some water later, and I began to knead the puff puff dough. You can also use milk throughout if that's what you prefer. Guys, so I have a confession to make. So you know this recipe requires sugar, but then I forgot to add sugar. But anyway, nothing spoiled. I actually coated this with sugar and it came out really nice. So make sure you knead this very well until it becomes nice and stretchy. You can also use a wooden spatula for this. But if you are using your hand, you can go ahead and then knead it just the way you are seeing on the screen until it becomes nice and stretchy just the way you are seeing right now. So for this, there's no need to wait till it proofs. You are going to go ahead and fry it immediately. So let's put some oil under medium heat until it's nice and hot. We are waiting for our oil to become nice and hot, but I want to show us how to scoop and drop the puff puff so that you can get the nice round shape. Okay, so you pick the dough like you're seeing and then squeeze it in between your index finger and your thumb. For easy squeezing, you can just grease your hand with some oil, or you can even put your hand in some water. But if you are a pro, do you, okay? So the oil is nice and hot now. We want to be sure. So we are adding a little dough into the oil, and the oil should bubble up and then the dough should float up to the top to show that the oil is hot enough. So once that is done, we are going to go ahead and add in all our puff puff and fry them until they are nice and golden brown to our desire. Whilst we are dropping the puff puff, I want to take some time to appreciate all my returning subscribers and new members right here. You guys are so lovely. I appreciate you all so much, okay? After a little while of dropping in your puff puff, the dough will begin to rise to the top of the oil. That is just an indication that the oil is nice and hot, and you will notice that it bloats a bit. That's because we are using self-raising flour, which is all-purpose flour, baking powder, and salt. So the baking powder does what your yeast would normally do, okay? So with your skewer, you are going to roll this around so that it can evenly fry, and you don't want your oil to be very hot so that it doesn't remain uncooked on the inside and then outside is brown, okay? You want to let this be on medium low heat and let it brown beautifully to your desire. Now I like how this is looking. It's nice and brown to my desire. So for this recipe, if you do not want to coat it with sugar but you want the sugar to be in the puff puff itself, okay, just add 1/4 to 1/3 cup of sugar and you are good to go. Then you go ahead and transfer it to your strainer to drain the excess oil or your parchment paper, okay? But because I didn't add sugar to this, I'm going to pour some sugar in the bowl and then add my puff puff, okay? Add it while it's still hot so that the sugar can be coated on it nicely. And this is how it turned out, so nice and easy. My second batch is done frying as well, so I'm going to scoop that out and then I'll let you see what it looks like on the inside. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this recipe and I'll be glad to read all your nice comments. This turned out really nice and crunchy on the outside and soft and fluffy on the inside. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Remember, God loves you and has a great plan for your life. Bye!